They give it to Anderson. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it, because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
They run it again with Anderson. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
And that was a good run. This was only one of 9 guys to go over 1,000 yards in 2017. And I think you can't let him run wild here.
What do you think, 100 yards, the measuring stick?
Always. That is the threshold. You want to keep him under that if you want to play good defense.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Handoff comes to Anderson. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Brandon Graham in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. To throw on 2nd down is Locke. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The intended target was Chris Godwin. And it's 3rd down.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. 3rd and long, it's Locke. And he's got a man. It's the tight end, Howard, complete. That one goes for 29 yards on 3rd down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, it was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Here's Luck now on 2nd down. That's caught right side by Anderson. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. Give him 6 on the play. And just like that, it's 3rd down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Love. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked.
So the next time we leave one of those coaches' meetings and we're walking out in the hall and you're like, how come we spend so much time talking about special teams?
Here you go. This is why.
This is why, right? And then look, I'm right there with you. We hear it every time we meet with coaches, but it is a big part of it. And look at how early in the game this occurs. They block a kick, and not only does it set a tone, it sends a message for the rest of the game.
Yeah, so much for our first points of the game. So now a chance for points in the opposite direction after the blocked field goal. A first carry for Leonard Fournette. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
Now, back in my old days, before college, I played a little bit of offense. I used to love to pitch the ball to my backs. How about that pitch right on that play?
Yeah, going right. People run to the right more than to the left, don't they, in real life and in video games?
That is true. A lot of offenses constructed to run to the right side of the line of scrimmage. Those big tackles, usually your power blockers.
And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield.
5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. Let's convert.
Winston now from the 50. Rolling, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Levante David in there to sack him for a loss of 6.
Well, that's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
And now they're looking for 19 yards here on third down following 2 negative plays.
Ready. Blue ready. 5-0.
The pitch to Fournette. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves them with a 4th down now.
Nice job there defensively on third down. Not only did they string the play out, but they didn't allow any room for a cutback. Really well organized on the defensive side.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. Dances by him. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Bucs are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Now the Buccaneers offensive unit back out on the field.
Hurry! 4 down. Check.
They start the drive with Anderson. And he's got some space here. The ball comes out, and it's picked up by the Eagles. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. Didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
But nothing there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Winston to throw it this time. He'll check this one off to Fournette. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. A gain of 4 on the play, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6.
Ready. Blue ready.
On play action, Winston on the move to his left. Ertz has it left side. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Here's Anderson as they begin this series on the ground. Anderson loses the football, and it's picked up by the Eagles. And they will have the football deep in enemy territory all the way at the 10-yard line. The defense gets them the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll make it 2nd and goal. Back live with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Eagles with the ball here to begin quarter number 2. And they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. They get it to him running left, and he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. It's a pickup of 3, but still a little work to do on 3rd and goal.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal.
5 on the 50. 5 on the 50.
On 3rd down, Fournette. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Call it a gain of 5, but still a decent ways from the end zone now on 4th and goal.
This drive started with 1st and goal. Now that it's 4th and goal, anything less than a touchdown would feel like a letdown to me.
Well, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on 4th down. They'll run for it with Fournette. And this is going to come up well short as they stop him on 4th down. Leonard Fournette denied on 4th and goal. And the Bucs defense, they'll celebrate the goal line stand. From his goal line here, Locke. That's caught by Howard. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or 2. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. On second down, Anderson. And he's going to be taken down right at about the 15-yard line. Nigel Bradham brings him down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
The offense on third down tonight, they've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're looking at third and a few inches. They'll run it. Here's Anderson. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on fourth. On fourth down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. And taken at the 46. Call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Eagles offense back out onto the field. And last time they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position we were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He finds Aguilar over the middle. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. The Eagles on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 5. They go play action. Winston. Aguilar has it. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs.
Let's go. It's time to play.
Fournette, a first down carry. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers who can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
And not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss. They'll run it again with Fournette, and he's going to get this one down to the 30. Just a yard on the gain there, and that leaves him with 14 yards still to go on third down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Now it's a bootleg with Winston. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long. Why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play-action sack. The offense stays put. They failed twice already in this first half, but they're going to go a 3rd time here on 4th down. 2 minutes remain in a scoreless first half. We'll come back to Tampa after this timeout.
Let's go.
Boy, not deterred from those first two failed attempts. They're going to go a third time here on fourth down. Play action now. Winston. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Eagles unable to convert there on fourth. And the Buccaneers defense holds and they get the football back. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not pump the ball again.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete. C.J. Anderson, the intended target. That'll bring up second down.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard.
12. Hurry.
On 2nd and 10, Locke. His throw incomplete. T.Y. Hilton, the intended receiver. And it's third down. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position, you have to be. You just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball.
It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
He's got his tight end over the middle, O.J. Howard. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. Now a first down throw. Locke. Over the middle, complete. That's Howard. And he's going to get this one down right to the edge of the red zone of the chalk of the 20. That goes for a gain of 31. From the red zone now, Locke. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jordan Hicks. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, when someone other than the quarterback is throwing the football, it's either beautiful or a disaster, and here it was the latter.
Nowhere in between, right? You're exactly right. It takes some fortitude to call that type of a play, but when it doesn't work, oh, boy, you wish you hadn't.
Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be second and very short.
Let's go.
Winston now. Rush coming, and he's taken down. And the Buccaneers go ahead and take another timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. The Eagles on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. A handoff to Fournette. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. On 1st and 10, Winston. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And he's brought down after a good gain. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Let's go. It's time to play.
Now a play fake here on first down. It's complete left side to Aguilar. And And the timeout comes in with 2 seconds remaining. So they can trot out the field goal unit for the try before we hit the lockers. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. On the left hash mark, this a 38-yard attempt. And Elliott puts this one through. So we've reached halftime here, and it's our visitors, the Eagles, leading this one. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Let's go, let's convert, let's convert, let's convert. Follow. Follow. 550.
They keep it with Fournette on first down. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
On second down, here's Fournette. And some space here. Fournette, a first down, still going. Past the 20. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A big play there. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles had 6 to their lead. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
Elliott good with a PAT, and the lead grows to 10-0. Elliott now to kick this one away. Jackson now to return. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Here comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Try to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. On second down, here's Locke. On the right side, it's Hilton with a catch. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there? Swarming to it and not allowing that to happen. Did not let him get downfield.
From the gun on third down, Locke. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
I'm not sure, Brandon, we've seen a sloppier played game this year for a team on offense. Turn it over 4 times and expect to win? No chance whatsoever. And look, I have no idea what the ratio is about turnover 4 times and how that correlates to winning or losing, but I'll guarantee you, it's not very good.
Fournette on the counter, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. Again, it's Fournette. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. Give him 2 yards that time, and it's going to leave him with a 3rd and 11 situation. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So step off the 5 yards.
Yeah, partner, you know, defensive end, he wants to get into the offensive backfield. He wants that get off to be as fast as possible. A little too quick on that.
Off the play fake, Winston. They'll roll him out right. This is caught. And out of bounds all the way down at the 2-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Let's go.
They come out here in the eye. They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Eagles take advantage of good field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Elliott on for the extra point. Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes our score 17-0. Elliott now to kick this one away. Jackson now to return. Ooh, the juke. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. He's going to let this one go deep. And Luck will be intercepted for a 3rd time. picked up by Jalen Mills. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
There's been one mistake after another on the offensive side of the ball. That's now 3 interceptions to go along with 2 fumbles for him. And if you're going to turn the ball over 5 times in a game, your chances to win have to be about 100-1. And it's not looking good for him here.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. Get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Hey, let's go, let's go.
Right back to him on first down. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Play fake. Winston. And off his back foot, he'll heave this one down. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he gets this down deep into Tampa Bay territory. A big play there for Philly. 44 yards. Two of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. They come up in an offset eye. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And it'll be 2nd and goal. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. They get it to him running left. And he's able to find some room as they get him down after a good run. 7 big yards on the carry there to get him within range of the goal line with 3rd down upcoming.
5 on the 50. 5 on the 50.
Here's Fournette. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
So the myth has been shattered. Every cornerback in the league is not just a cover corner. Some of them will stick their nose in there and make plays exactly as we just saw there. A big loss suffered by the offense after that nice tackle.
And this is no good. Close, but he misses just left of the upright. And this score will stay right where it is. And that one, my goodness, that was almost too easy.
Yeah, you're not going to have too many attempts shorter than that one. And I don't think this was blocked. That's about as bad a miss as you can have.
Hey, alert 3, alert 3. Right, 675. 53 to Mike, 53, check 53. Right, 653.
And they'll try to fire up the running game with C.J. Anderson. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Here's Luck now on 2nd down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. The Bucs on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Luck now to throw. And that is incomplete. Ronald Darby that time, the one who got a hand in and knocked it free. Another drive comes and goes, still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. But you just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. Returnable here from the 38. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Now Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive. As they score here, especially a touchdown, it's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because...
And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. Back now in Tampa. It's the Eagles in possession of the football and leading this one as we get ready to start the final quarter. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. Looking sideline, incomplete. He was trying to get it to Zach Ertz that time. And it'll bring up 3rd down. But not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to air one out. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. So out come the Bucs now. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. Luck now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Luck on 1st down. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Fletcher Cox with a great push up front. He picks up the sack and a loss of 8. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. To throw on 2nd down is Luck. Yeah, they drop him for a loss, but penalty markers are on the field. Let's see about the call. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag. But you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
On 1st down, Luck. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
2nd and 10, Luck again. And a catch right side by Evans. And he's brought down. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
On 1st and 10, Locke. And the catch made by Hilton. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
To the air again, Luck. And his throw is incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. This is caught by Jackson. And he's going to be taken down, but not before reaching the 15-yard line. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Fletcher Cox able to disrupt yet another pass play, his 3rd sack of the afternoon. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Here's Luck. Flush to his right. A dump off to Anderson. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. They'll give him a yard on the play, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Out of the gun, Luck. He's got his tight end over the middle, O.J. Howard. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. Did they maybe play that too safely on 3rd down? I know you don't want to just throw a ball blindly downfield. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. Now a 1st down throw. Luck. Flushed out right. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal. Luck throwing again. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Fletcher Cox in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Cameron Brate, his 1st touchdown of the new season. And the Bucs are able to cut into that deficit. Whoa! He just yanked that one well to the left, and no good. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. This is taken at the 3. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
They go play action here on first down. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. Kendall Beckwith in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
On play action, Winston. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, third down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Winston. He's going to fire one deep. Middle. It got his man. Complete. And he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 49. They give him a gain of 37.
Let's go. It's time to play. 550, 550.
Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this.
It's time to play.
Now a play fake here on first down. Caught right side, it's Jeffrey. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one goes for 24 yards. Jameis now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's first and 10. A handoff, Fournette running left. And they do get him down, but not before he reaches the 4-yard line. That good for 22 and a first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. 3rd and goal. Winston. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Maybe a little fortunate there. That was leaking a little, maybe leaking a lot, but he got it.
Yeah, he actually was able to make it work. How about the body language, though, right? As he's watching that ball leak to the right, trying to bring it back in, and had just enough to get it done.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now. On first down, it's Love. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Brandon Graham in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
12.
On 2nd down, here's Love. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for Chris Godwin that time. And it's 3rd down.
And we just saw another example. These cornerbacks have played.
You're right. They have had no room to breathe. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
Hey, let's go.
They're looking to throw this. Winston able to power through. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
Love his pocket awareness, able to slip out of the sack. But once you take your eyes off the receivers, once your eyes come down and you see the rush, hard to get back downfield and find an open target. Fortunate, that one just wound up as an incomplete pass.
Looking for Aguilar, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield, and that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. One last throw here for Luck. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to let it fly. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way to the opposite 45. Well, Charles, it's great to win at home in the NFL. When you win on the road, it's a little extra special, isn't it?
It is because, let's face it, in most cases, you're not expected to go on the road and win in the National Football League. It just doesn't usually compute. So to get out there, get that done, and then head back to your city with one in the victory column, oh, that's a fantastic feeling.
So for the Eagles, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll return home next week to take on the Indianapolis Colts. Meanwhile, for the Bucs, they'll drop to 0-2, and they'll look to get back on the beam next week as they host the Pittsburgh Steelers.